Mm-hmm. I bet. Just a minute. It lives, I see. Do you want to speak with Lolita? I'm sorry, but Gabriel is allowed. Oh, I mean, he's out. Yeah, if he ever comes back, I'll tell him. You know, you could do better. I know I don't know you, but you could do better. Sure. Good morning. The phone's been ringing off the hook all morning. Let me know when you want your messages.
Yeah.
Gee, you're lively. Did you have another nightmare last night?
Sort of.
Mm-hmm. I told you it's that voodoo book you're researching. That stuff can seriously screw up your karma.
I'm sure that's it. Maybe I should write a horror novel on passive resistance instead.
So don't sleep. It's your body. Anyway, your handheld tape recorder came today.
Really? Great.
I can't wait to see what human rights you violate with this one.
I can't wait to violate them. For example, if you would just let me...
And I located some local voodoo references for you. Dixieland Drugstore and the Historical Museum of Voodoo. Both are right here in French Quarter.
how would I ever manage without you?
You? Give me a break. The devil himself couldn't change you.
Well, if the devil had great legs, perhaps, like yours.
And a riveting personality, I'm sure. Well, if you need any more research done, just ask. It's not as though we're swamped with customers.
St. George's books could use some serious renovation, but Gabriel likes to think that the place has character. Handsome, isn't he?
Don't mind if I do.
Do what?
Oh, nothing.
3 snakes in a skull. Gabriel's father painted it.
What a wacky, offbeat kind of guy Daddy was.
The curtain doesn't provide much privacy, but Gabriel's rarely in his bedroom during shop hours anyway. Old medical reference texts are stored on an upper shelf. Real old. The book rack contains cookbooks, true crime, and puzzle books. An inspired combination. The table provides a comfort center for customers' coffee, today's paper, and the most recent best-selling paperback. Unfortunately, few customers come in to enjoy it. The books on the table have been chosen for their special appeal. Recent fiction by the biggies. In other words, nothing written by Gabriel. The books blessed caffeine. St. George's book. Today's newspaper is on the counter. Times-Picayune, dated June 18, 1993. The front page has an article about the voodoo murders. The article says that the victims are all identified as members of the underworld. The general public of New Orleans is in no danger. Police claim the so-called voodoo trappings found at the crime scenes are fake, a scare tactic, and that the murders are not associated with any genuine practitioners. Gabriel also scans the Aquarius horoscope for the day. Potential storms ahead. Proceed with caution and do not get involved with anything new at this time.
Right.
The books on that top shelf include mysteries and other pulp novels from the 50s and 60s. Under the window are reference books, dictionaries, foreign language dictionaries, quotation books, and others. Gabriel borrows them often when he's writing. Under the window, the windows of St. George's books overlook Bourbon Street. The front door leads to Bourbon Street. Dramatic, isn't it? Gabriel didn't eat for 3 weeks after splurging on that coat. He has a thing for black leather. Grace's coat is a simple but classic trench coat. Gabriel hates people with good taste. The shop's mascot is an old knight-shaped coat rack. The latter provides access to the uppermost shelves of the bookcase. Grace likes the little banker's lamp. She has the soul of an accountant. Cute gargoyle, eh? Gabriel looks at the cash register, checking for cobwebs. The desk drawers mostly stick. Grace keeps her art supplies here. St. George's book. Grace likes the little bankers. The top shelf contains a set of German books that once belonged to Gabriel's grandfather. Gabriel selects a volume of German poetry that he always found strangely compelling.
Drei Drachen kriechen in meinen Schlaf. Die Ziele wollen sie lebendig zum Fraß. Feurigen Atems, gespaltener Zunge, genießen sie jedes Mal.
That's nice. Kinda creepy, though. Who's the author?
Heinz Ritter. I'm not sure what it says, but I get the feeling the guy was one sick puppy.
The top shelf contained books on animals, including snakes and other reptiles. Gabriel pulls down a book on snakes.
Snakes are legless reptiles. Some snakes kill their prey with poison, some by constriction. A snake smells by tasting the air with its forked tongue. The smells are passed back to a sense organ in the mouth. Constrictor snakes, however, sense their prey by vibration.
Did you know that medieval legends about dragons and giant worms are actually based on snakes? You know, dragons, devils, sea monsters, well, they've always been associated with snakes.
Grace, get alive.
The books on the desk all need repair work. That shelf contains historical references, biographies of kings and queens, that sort of thing. That shelf holds used copies of the Dime Stripe series, secrets of unsolved ancient UFO mysteries and such. They just leap out the door. The chandelier is original. Gabriel finds it charming. All right. He can't afford to replace it. St. George's books. St. George. That shelf, they just... That shelf, they just... The St. George. St. George. Several dozen books, including a few of Gabriel's novels, occupy the shelves above his desk. Several dozen books. Gabriel likes a subdued lighting effect in his studio. The curtain door leads to the bookshop proper. The carpet was Grant's. She gave it to Gabriel to cheer the place up. An office chair waits for Gabriel to sit down and write something. The desk phone is cheap but functional. Gabriel's desk has been gathering dust since his last novel.
Another month of missing my mortgage, I'll be pushing those pencils on the street.
The typewriter is beginning to accumulate cobwebs.
Should I feel guilty? Nah.
Gabriel's desk has been gathering. Gabriel's reference books occupy a space near his typewriter. Mardi Gras mementos left by some female or other. Mardi Gras. A small trunk serves as a table for the radio. Gabriel's mini stereo isn't exactly high fidelity. Then again, neither is he. The wastebasket overflows with crumpled pages of mediocre glory. Gabriel's several. It's Gabriel's bathroom.
I really got to get around to cleaning up in there.
It's The medicine cabinet contains a few old prescriptions, personal hygiene stuff, and lots of hair products, including some hair gel.
I'll take this hair gel. You never know when you'll need a touch-up.
Gabriel's bedroom is also his office, studio, and library. A little cold bubbly and brie cheese is about all Gabriel's fridge ever has in it. Bills from last Christmas gather dust on the door. Jeans and T-shirts. Gabriel's robe hangs on the wall. It's a bit hot for it in June, though. A poster on the wall advertises Mardi Gras, the biggest party of the year in New Orleans. Gabriel likes a subdued lighting effect in his studio. Gabriel's bedroom. There's a flashlight on the dresser. This building's wiring leaves a lot to be desired.
I might need a flashlight.
The dresser holds a meager supply of underwear and 38 pairs of mismatched socks. Gabriel likes. It's Gabriel's bed, unmade as usual. Gabriel's. There's no one in that part of the shop to...
So, what's new, Grace?
Your use of mathematics, for one thing. These books are unbelievable.
What can I say? I refuse to be bound by rules.
The strap marks on your bedpost speak otherwise.
Did I ever tell you that you're actually quite attractive?
Be still, my heart.
Had any customers lately?
No, but I'm sure you have.
You know, you really should get out more.
But then who'd take care of St. George's?
Or me.
Exactly.
Oh, done anything interesting lately?
By your definition? No, I prefer it that way.
Keeping busy?
Not really. If you need any research done, let me know.
Did I ever tell you that you're...
Be still.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
What can you tell me about voodoo?
I didn't know much of anything about it until you started researching it for your book. Now I know that it's active in the city. There's that shop and museum. It can clearly be dangerous in the wrong hands. You should be careful investigating it.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Just what I read in the paper, same as you.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
Well, I've only been here 2 months, but I love it. It's so much more alive than any place I've been. It feels like anything's possible here.
Tell me about yourself, Grace.
Yeah, right, Knight.
I mean it.
What do you want to know?
How come we haven't gone out yet?
I'm still waiting around for that lobotomy. As soon as I get it, I'll let you know.
How do you like working at St. George's Books?
Well, it's not exactly a huge intellectual challenge. Although the math in your record books could confuse Einstein. Still, I love old books, and it's a nice way to pay the bills while I explore the city for a summer. If you ever pay me, that is.
What do you do after work?
Well, I either go to my oil painting class or my Tai Chi. You know that.
You know, you can go overboard with this improving yourself stuff. You don't want to alienate us mere mortals.
I suppose I should just allow my mind and body to atrophy.
Works for me. How old are you?
Old enough to know about men like you.
Just tell me anything at all.
I just got my master's in history and classics. My folks wanted me to go on right away for my PhD, but 18 years of school was enough. I needed a break.
Just tell me anything at all.
I came to New Orleans because I'd read so much about it and I thought, spending a few months here would clear my head.
Just tell me anything at all.
I've always wanted to do something really adventurous, Something real life. I'm sick of libraries and lecture halls.
Just tell me anything at all.
My folks are traditional Japanese. I don't even remember Japan myself. I was 3 when I came to the States.
Just tell me anything at all.
I've been studying Tai Chi for 10 years. It's a very spiritual discipline. I'm sure discipline of any sort isn't something that would appeal to you, Gabriel.
Just tell me anything at all.
My folks want me to get married to a boy back east, Mark Kobayashi. His parents are traditional Japanese too. I might eventually, but right now...
Just tell me anything at all.
I've been studying Tai Chi for 10 years.
Nothing, I guess. Never mind.
Suit yourself.
Do you have messages for me?
Dana called, and Susie left a message about a lawsuit.
Awesome.
Okie dokie. There's more when you want 'em.
Do you have more messages for me?
Your grandmother called.
I keep meaning to get over there. What did she say? Did she sound good?
She sounded great, and we had a nice little chat about you.
Grace.
Don't worry. I didn't go into detail about your cardinal sins. Not that anything about you could surprise her. She adores you anyway.
She's my girl.
But she said to remind you to stop by and go through your father's things.
Okay. Do you have more messages for me?
Here's a strange one. You got a call from someone named Wolfgang Ritter? He said he was calling from Germany. He told me it was urgent, maybe you should give him a call.
Call Germany, like hell. If it's really important, he'll call back.
Well, fine. Let's just hope he's not with the German lottery for pitiful American authors.
Do you have more messages for me?
Your friend Detective Mosely called. Talkative, isn't he?
Especially with you. What do you want?
He left an interesting message. He told me to tell you that his mother's maiden name is Humphrey. Oh, that's Humprey.
Fascinating.
And that he left some photos for you at the station, at the front desk.
It's about time.
Gabriel, those photos wouldn't have anything to do with the voodoo murders, would they?
Now, why would you say something like that?
Because I know you. You're getting privileged information, aren't you? Did you tell him you'd put him in your new voodoo book?
A writer has certain obligation to his readers, you know.
Gabriel, you know you'll never put him in your book. Your main character is a female orthodontist. You're gonna be reincarnated as a pit bull if you keep screwing with your karma.
As long as it's a male pit bull with a really big...
That's enough. Thanks. Anyway, that's all the messages. Thank God.
Do you have more messages for me?
I've given everything to you.
Could you do some research for me?
Sure. What?
I can't think of anything.
Okay.
Gabriel opens the cash register to examine the take, or in the case of St. George's books, the mistake. It's a gift certificate left over from yet another dismal failure of a promotion. Slim pickings. The cash register contains about $20 in small bills and change. Slim pickings.
I trust you can live without this old gift certificate.
Knock yourself out.
The magnifying glass is a handy item for reading old manuscripts or the fine print on Gabriel's lease. There's a pair of tweezers on the counter. Grace uses them for book repair work.
Mind if I borrow the magnifying glass?
No, Sherlock. Just bring it back when we get the next estate shipment.
No problem. I'm going to take the tweezers for a bit.
Good. You're beginning to look a little scruffy.
Just trying to make you feel at home. I'm out of here. Try not to sell out the store while I'm gone.
Have fun.